Okay, so I fell behind on One Punch Man, but today I'm going to be talking about episodes 2 and 3 of Season 2 of One Punch Man. And there's a lot to say, because a lot of people right now are either canceling One Punch Man in their minds, or they're saying, yo, what are y'all talking about? One Punch Man is still absolute flames. But is that true? What is the actual case? I talked about episode 1, but that was just the first episode, right? We got 2 more episodes since then, and the next episode, of course, comes out this Tuesday. So let's talk about episodes 2 and 3 and Garou. And I guess also answer that question of, yo, what's going on with One Punch Man? Is it fire? Is it worth it?
Whether Facebook, Twitter, or the two, make sure to steer clear, cause I'm coming through like...
So I'll tell you, I've seen a big difference between episodes 2 and 3 of One Punch Man Season 2. And what I mean by that is the art and animation, because I will say episode 2 of Season 2 of One Punch Man, the art and animation wasn't all that impressive. Was it bad? Is it as dramatic as everyone is saying at this point? No, it's not bad, but the problem that people can't wrap their head around is the drastic decrease in how incredible Season 1 was. When we get the introduction of Blizzard, aka Fubuki, Tornado's sister that's in the B class rank or whatever, we get like, you know, a decent battle there. We see where Speed of Sound Sonic is going up against Genos, and I could tell that at the very least the studio, they're trying. They're trying. I could tell that they're giving it their all. It might just be that they don't have the talent, or they might not have the manpower, because the fight with Speed of Sound Sonic versus Genos, it was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh my god, this is terrible by any means. It just, again, isn't as impressive as Season 1. So Season 1 being as good as it is a gift and a curse to One Punch Man. People will still check it out because, hey, it's One Punch Man. Season 2, who cares? The average fan that doesn't give a shit about art and animation to begin with won't even care. But then the people that do, they're holding One Punch Man to that high standard of, yo, Season 1 was so great. And episode 2 of Season 2 of One Punch Man, art and animation, didn't really hold up. But the thing that I'm seeing a common theme between the first 3 episodes at the very least is that it is consistently keeping the spirit of One Punch Man, and that's the comedy gold that it delivered. Because One Punch Man, it's not like it's just some, you know, average action. It's not a shonen. It's not just trying to, you know, give you cool battles and an adventure. It's just, you know, a blend of some really funny, sarcastic comedy with cool superhero stuff, while I guess Saitama centers around, you know, bringing the heart of it. And I think Saitama's character being so well written in terms of being like just this goofball that he's so simplistic, it's what's really carrying things over. And we're going to talk about Garou in a second because it just went into my mind. But for now, I want to talk about, at the very least, the theme that I've seen with episode 2, 3, and even 1 in terms of titles. They don't mean anything. And Blizzard just doesn't understand that, because she's trying to stay in the B ranks and hold it down there because she knows she can't get past the My Mask to get to S, and her sister is way out of her league and she blames her sister, her jealousy. But it's all just titles, and that's what I think Saitama shows everybody around him, is that, yo, he's a B class. He doesn't really care about none of that. He doesn't care about ranks. He's simplistic. He's bald. His new superhero nickname is the Cape Baldy. But he's so great, and it attracts people to him because of that. Because he's so strong that anybody that crosses his path, he could whack them and then it's over, is what makes him great. And he doesn't care. He doesn't boast about it. He's not concerned with anything. He'd rather play video games. And then the comedy, though, when he erased King's save date, I was just like, you know, Season 2 of One Punch Man, at the very least, it's been holding it down. 100% comedy. The action's been okay too, I'm not gonna lie. Genos versus Speed of Sound Sonic, was it as cool as Season 1? No, it wasn't, when we see Speed of Sound Sonic going ham. But it was also cool to see again that in the beginning of the season, bam, Saitama destroys Speed of Sound Sonic's confidence again, giving him one quick knock and he's down on the ground. So that's probably going to be the theme of possibly every One Punch Man season. Speed of Sound Sonic comes at Saitama in the beginning, gets crushed, and holds his vengeance to one day get at Saitama throughout the season. I don't know, but it was freaking cool, honestly. The introduction to Fubuki, aka Blizzard, I don't think that's her full name, but you know who I'm talking about. Cool episode, awesome episode. We had the introduction to Garou, I guess. Let's talk about Garou first, because he was in episode 2 of season 2 of One Punch Man, and he slaughtered the whole Hero Association. This is where the actual plot, the story, the meat of especially what we're going to get in, or what we're in store for with season 2, is Garou. I will say, hands down, Garou, in terms of being an interesting villain, in terms of giving a little bit of a serious feel to the series, Garou has done just that. I will say that right now, I am 10 times more excited about Garou than I was even about Boros. Is it going to probably be as good of a looking fight? No. I think we need to just at this point accept that One Punch Man Season 2 isn't going to have the level of quality art and animation that Season 1 had. it's fine. It's okay. Because Garou is here, okay? And Garou, seen him hunting down the Hero Association, being even hinted and foreshadowed in season 1 that this was Silverfang, or I think he called himself Silverfang Bang, his student that went rogue or whatever. Seeing in episode 2 of season 2, him knocking down, starting off with some of the small fries, the tank tops or whatever. Season 2, episode 3, that's where I was like, holy shit. When he had the fight against I forget which tank top guy, but the big muscular one, and the art and animation there was great. That was really good. It still wasn't like completely Madhouse, but the Garou versus the tank top dude, that was freaking awesome. And again, building Garou's character, I think we have one of the first really, really exciting and interesting villains. It just shows again that Saitama, and that's the humor about One Punch Man, Saitama shouldn't even be in this series. He's too overpowered. That scene in the last episode, season 2, episode 3, where Saitama just chops Garou down, it shows that, again, Saitama is just like unnecessary in this series because he's too powerful. He makes everything like there's no show, and that's why you gotta kind of conveniently write him out, and that's the whole joke of it all, I feel. Because Garou is a very interesting character, and again, it's all going back into that whole thing of labels, because Garou looks at himself as a monster. Even though he's human, he classifies himself as a monster. He takes more interest in monsters. When that little kid is on the bench with the magazine looking at like all of the superheroes, he's more interested in the villains and the monsters. So again, I think labels is unnecessary because even though he's human, you would classify him as a monster. Look how merciless he was. Even though Moomin Rider saved his ass, he bashed his face into the ground, which is kind of funny because I'm sure a lot of Moomin Rider fans were excited. Like, Moomin Rider's here, he's gonna have another epic moment. No, it's just... he's Moomin Rider, he's out of here. And honestly, I'm loving Garou. So the things about season 2 of One Punch Man, based off the first 3 episodes, but in particular episodes 2 and 3 of season 2, is that the comedy is still very much alive. Saitama's still driving the show very well, very funny. The introduction of King and Fubuki by episode 3, seeing them just chilling in Saitama's apartment, it seems as though we're building a very nice new core cast, because season 1 was mainly, Saitama and Genos in the room. Now we got King, now we got Fubuki. It's like Saitama's slowly building up an army of respect as he continues to, just do his daily superhero deeds. And then in the back, again, we have Garou slowly building up even further, targeting one by one, hunting down the heroes, and that's making for a great villain. Now, I don't know how they're going to handle it with this season because we're slowly starting to get into now that Saitama is entering that tournament, which means that they're going more towards the mainstream version of the manga. They're ignoring the one version to some extent at the very least. So we might not even finish Garou off, I'm just being honest, in this season. I don't know, to be honest with you. I'm curious to see where that goes, but honestly, One Punch Man season 2 right now, if you're asking me for never, should I watch it, is it bad? Absolutely go watch it. Just keep in mind when you're going into it that the art and animation isn't as impressive. That's literally the only thing that it's missing, is that it's not as impressive, but they're still impressive scenes. Garou has had some incredible fight scenes already, taking on the S classes and C classes. Saitama's moments have been brilliant, and I'm loving the build-up. This has been great build-up. The Hero Association stuff where that one guy in particular is fearing Garou and the rest of them is, laughing off. It's also, I guess, a political message of just how the world is, kind of mirroring how stupid the world can be sometimes. And honestly, One Punch Man season 2, absolutely worth it. Go check it out. Go have a laugh. Go enjoy and get ready, because Garou right now is freaking incredible. Best villain in One Punch Man thus far in the anime. I will say Garou hands down. Better than Boros. Better than anybody we've gotten so far, which we haven't had that many really, really, really big villains in One Punch Man, but Garou easily, hands down, incredible, because they're taking the time to develop him slowly, seeing his rise. We're seeing him hunting down low levels, and he says, 6 months, check back at me, what I'm going to be like. And he's showcasing, I guess, shonen tropes of like, getting stronger as you train or whatever, but on the villain side in a very sarcastic series. So One Punch Man season 2, still worth it, baby. Go check out episodes 2 and 3. Can't wait for episode 4. I will be talking about it again. Overall thoughts though, how do you feel about One Punch Man season 2? What do you think about Garou as a villain right now? Again, the overall message of, it's just labels. Fubuki B class or whatever, she's still a very talented person. On My Mask, he's probably one of the top. He could be in the S class top rank, but he's holding off A. All of it is meaningless. Just be yourself. I think that's a very interesting and powerful message. And your overall thoughts and expectations for season 2 of One Punch Man. You think we're going to handle Garou in this season? Right now we see Saitama's entering that Charanko's martial arts competition that he was supposed to enter. So we're going to get a couple of laps out of that. And I'm excited because I didn't actually read the mainstream version of a lot of that stuff. So a lot of it is going to be new to me. And your overall thoughts and expectations, I can't wait. One Punch Man season 2. Honestly, talking about it has just gotten me even more hype. But that's all I have for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Please hit the bell to get all notifications. I believe if you tap it twice, you get all notifications. YouTube don't really be sending out notifications, especially nowadays. So I'd greatly appreciate it if you hit the bell. And if you want to follow any of my social media links, of course, in the description below. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule. Anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. Can't forget the music, though. Hold on, let me play y'all a little something.
Make sure your next move is your best move. Feeling small, then I guess less. But always remember, no matter the weather, I was October through to September. Whenever you needed, whatever you needed. Every girl hated is how you were treated. Gave you the town, gave you the city. No one would